It's time for Mount Vernon Rams baseball on WMIX, on your radio at AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Rams baseball is presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Rend Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, All Stars and Stitches, Bean Insurance, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the 94 Sports Mobile Studios for Mount Vernon Rams baseball. The Rend Lake College pregame show starts now.
And good afternoon. We welcome you to Brennan Klein Memorial Field, where the Mount Vernon Rams will make their home season opener against the Pinckneyville Panthers. The Rams, of course, coming off of yesterday's win over Salem on the road. Winners of that one 3-2. It's the 1-0 Rams. It's nothing Pinckneyville Panthers coming up. This is your Rend Lake College pregame show. Rend Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside, and of course, we're probably going to have to get right down to the action. As the Mount Vernon Rams will take the field, we need to get to know your Central Christian Church starting lineups. This half inning, we're going to do the Pinckneyville Panthers batting order, where they will be Dylan Harden, the catcher, will lead off. Batting second is the third baseman, Evan Chapman. Ryan Shute, three-sport athlete there at Pinckneyville. He'll be out in center field. Joey Burris bats cleanup and plays second base. Justin Booman, of course, is in right field. He bats fifth. C.J. Opp will get to start out on the hill. He is in the sixth. Noah Heff is out in left. He is also batting seventh. Batting eighth is the designated hitter, Luke Miller. And your first baseman, Caleb Don, will bat ninth. And, of course, as aforementioned, play first base. On the hill for the Mount Vernon Rams is Brock Fulkerson. He'll make his first start of 2012 and hope to basically replicate the effort of Jared Anthus yesterday at Salem.
Yeah, Anthus had a good game yesterday. First came out. Really didn't have his A-plus stuff that we might see as the season moves along into the April and May, and hopefully a long time into June. Anthus did what he could with maybe some V stuff yesterday. Got a win, went over 5 innings, and then the bullpen came in and shut it down. Again, impressive win. Pinckneyville's first game today, so interesting to see how they come out in their first game. Maybe a little nervous on their side.
And we will see how it happens. Of course, starting lineups today, the batting order is presented by Central Christian Church, where incredible things are happening. Look no further than thenewscentral.com. Watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It is thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Of course, Danny Czerwinski alongside. I'm Chris Hugo. Glad to have you with us. Umpires for today's game will be John Downey of West City. He'll be behind the plate. Justin Wyant of Benton will have the infield. And good umpiring crew. Justin Wyant, of course, I believe just got started a couple of years ago, but already in veteran form. John Downey, of course, an umpire many familiar with here in Mount Vernon, has worked a great deal of Rams games here at home, and also a well-respected umpire as well.
John Downey is very good. State-credited umpire in the state tournament. Also, Justin Wyant, saw him work several games over the years in baseball, and one of the better young umpires in Southern Illinois as we get underway.
And just like that, the first pitch is probably going to come a little bit shy of 4:30. It comes at 4:27. It's swung on a miss for a strike.
That happens in baseball games in the spring, a lot different than other sports because they get them started, get them done early, they go. They don't mess around.
Got to get it going early. Swung on a miss. Of course, that first pitch came at 4:27. First pitch temperature is 82 degrees. As the next pitch, 0-1 is fouled back. 0-2 to Dylan Harden. Where's number 15, the catcher here for the Panthers? The Panthers, of course, Danny, a team that in Class 2A has had a lot of success over the past few seasons.
Got a couple of trophies in 07, 08, now about that era. A couple of the second place and a fourth place.
And that one's put to play to the shortstop. Jones, he'll pick it up. Actually have some trouble with it. E6, and Dylan Harden gets the board to get us started here from Brennan Klein Field. Glad to have you with us. Top of the first inning. 1 on and nobody out for the Panthers.
That's a shame, Chris, because yesterday Mount Vernon played such a good game pitching and fielding yesterday. No errors in that game against that win at Salem, and you hate to see that right out of the gate to let a team in their first game get a runner on like that on a pretty well two-hopper made for an out ground ball.
Especially when early on Fulkerson has the appearance of having some decent stuff today. We'll see how that lasts throughout the rest of this one as Evan Chapman will step in, the right-hander against Fulkerson out of the stretch. Had the runner on first and nobody out. At the top of the first. First pitch on the way as Chapman shows spot. Looks like he may have fouled that one off. 0-1.
A lot of the Panthers going with the white shoe version today with the trim of that Columbia blue. We all know them for.
They will love that until their first mud bowl of the year.
Yeah, that's what I told a couple of them in the dugout. Nice shoes. Wait for that first rainy game.
And as we await the pitch, it's on the way. Swung and a miss. The runner's going. That one's high down to second base. And safely. So it's 0-2 to Chapman with a runner on second.
Harden's the side shoot, probably one of their better athletes they have on this team, and often going on that pitch, and there's nothing Fulkerson could do. Didn't really give him a look over there to keep him there, and you have to give Harden a good heads up on that for reading that no look over first.
This Chapman will step back in with shoot in the hole, or on deck, I should say. Here comes the 0-2 from Fulkerson. Ooh, just missed low and inside.
Coach John Downey, he's trying to get his baseball eye going. He had a basketball game a week from yesterday.
Yes, he did.
He had a super sectional game at Carbondale, which Woodlawn won, so he's trying to get his baseball eye in the groove as well.
Of course, he did a great job, as always, in that one. Here comes the next one on the way. Changed it up that time, and that'll be a swinging strikeout on Evan Chapman. So 1 out, runner on second here. As the official score apparently ruled that one a hit earlier.
Really? That's a generous thing.
Of course, the official scorer is one of the team members in the dugout.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I believe it might be Tom Fulkerson.
Two
hop controlling the scoreboard.
Well, let's put it this way. 2 hop ground ball to shortstop that he can't pull out of his glove and the runner reaches. That's an error in my book.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Fulkerson looks back to the runner on second. His shoot will step in, a right-hander. First pitch is on the way. It's about that now high. And inside will be ball 1.
Wind blowing out to the left field today. Flags are stiff with starch. However, the new bats will play a difference this year. See how things work.
Fulkerson continues to look back to runner on second. Now fires home. That's put in play to second. To pick it up is Williams. Fires to first in time. That'll be the second out of the inning, but advances the runner to the third. Matthew Williams has been pretty good defensively in early action.
Oh, yeah. He had a tough play yesterday. Had a ground ball to him. He came into his right, and the ball bounced to his left on an odd hop. Made a good play. Got banged up a little bit yesterday. Got a little cut above the nose between his left eye and nose, but he's in there today. Made a good play on that ground ball.
Seems to be doing okay. That'll bring up Joey Burris, the second baseman, with a runner on third. 2 gone, top of the first, no score. Live from Brennan Klein Memorial Field. First pitch, off-speed variety again, and that's going to be strike 1 on the miss.
Between Anthus and Fulkerson, you can go a long way with a lot of wins and postseason run with these two.
Fulkerson, just a sophomore, of course.
That's scary.
Tall, lucky right-hander on the rubber will fire home, and that's going to just miss outside.
Just that. St. Mary's, yesterday?
Yep.
Win the state title, and now he's been in high school 8 years.
Going to feel that way when his career comes to a close.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, his dad, Tom, a great high school pitcher in his own right. The next one's on the way. Pop foul. Over the first base dugout, it'll scoot out of play. It'll be 1-2.
Got to go for everything that's up in the air near that first base dugout today, because that ball's going to get hung up in the wind if it has that right spin on it. Got to be over there in case it comes back into play.
1-2, the count on the batter, Burris, with a runner on third, 2 gone. We're in the top half of the first inning if you're just joining us. First pitch came about 4:27, so we started just a scant early from BK Field. Fulkerson looks in. Here comes the next one, and that is going to be sent to center. Giving chase, of course, will be Thomas. Could not come up with it as he makes a diving grab, or attempt at the grab. And into second base will march Joey Burris.
Now that, to me, is also an error, because that ball hit him in the glove flat and then Myron Crowell it in. Pinckneyville gets on the board. I'm going to give him an error, because that ball hit him right in the mitt. Didn't have to dive for it, didn't have to do anything crazy. Of course, they give him a hit. Now, I'd really like to know.
I'm not going to lie, I gave him a double.
I didn't.
I did.
He didn't. He wasn't that. I'll argue that one.
Yeah, let it go. Here it comes. The first pitch is going to be inside to the right-hander, Bowman. Movement, rather.
I'm not one of these guys who want to give hits for everything. Oh, wow, we got all those.
If he is in Double-A or Triple-A, he should have had that, but he's not.
I'm blowing out there a little bit, too, but...
And here comes the 0-1 pitch, swung on a miss by Bowman. It's 0-2. Rams baseball course presented by Banterra Bank. Lead off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC.
The wind's gotten a little bit stronger since you and I have arrived here.
Well, it helps.
Must be a lot of traffic back here on 57.
Don't forget, of course, you can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports, or you can follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. 0-2 the count here on Bowman. Next pitch is going to be sent foul towards the first base dugout. Count stays the same with 2 gone and a runner on second here in the top half of the first inning. Pinckneyville with the early 1-0 lead off of the Joey Burris RBI double.
I can see the hit on the second one, but the ground ball to shortstop on his way.
I wholeheartedly agree with you.
Well, we got celebrities everywhere. My goodness. Holy cow. Hall of Famers galore out here.
Of course, I need to run down the defense. I've neglected to do that. Pat Bradford got to start in the left. Landon Thomas is patrolling center with Clayton Reeves and Ryan Saunders. Jones, Williams, Sploto around the horn, third to first. Young behind the plate. Fulkerson. Ooh, that one's in the dirt for a ball. Ball one, of course, is 1-2 to Boom. And Brock Fulkerson, as we mentioned earlier, is on the hill today. 1-2 the count to Justin Booman with 2 gone and a runner on second. Trying to avoid that. Trying to avoid the cough.
That's all right.
Where's that cough button when you need it?
Right here.
Not here. Here comes the 1-2. Swan a miss, and that'll do it through one half. Pinckneyville scores 1, Strands 1. 1-0 Cats. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac in Centralia.
The SRX also has the Glide Up touchscreen navigation, which includes voice recognition. That's a neat feature where you can actually speak to your navigation system and it will download the directions right onto the vehicle, take you right to the front door. It is so convenient. There's no arguing between husband and wife about where to turn, and so that's a great feature to have.
Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 1421 West McCord in Centralia.
For more insight, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to Brennan Klein Field on a spring-like winter afternoon here on March the 14th as the Mount Vernon Rams battle the Pinckneyville Panthers. We need to get to know the Rams batting order courtesy of Central Christian Church.
Let's do that. Zach Jones leading off, playing short, batting second and center. Landon Thomas batting third and catching. Colin Young. The DH is Grant Garrett in the cleanup hole, batting fifth at third. Zane Saunders batting sixth and left. Patrick Bradford batting seventh at first. Trevor Flota batting eighth. Second baseman Matthew Williams. And batting ninth in right field is Clayton Reeves.
Remember the excitement at Central Christian Church. They offer exciting worship experiences packed with energy and relevant teaching, as well as awesome programming for children and youth. Log on to thenewcentral.com for service times and more information. That is thenewcentral.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside of second of 3 Rams baseball games we have this week. Tomorrow we will be at Basalto as the Rams travel to Civic Memorial to take on the Eagles. Off the lefty on the hill here today for the Pinckneyville Panthers. I believe he is a senior now finally, isn't he?
Yep, 3-year starting pitcher for the Panthers program.
Saw some action every time the Panthers have come here.
And pitched in some big games, regional finals, sectional. It'll be a test, of course, with 2 lefties leading off for Mount Vernon. Their first opportunity to see a left-handed pitcher this year, or actually yesterday Salem, but to start a game.
Well, I think it'll be the first time seeing a big, powerful left-hander.
Right. And he will be on a pitch count today, given that it is his first time out this year.
Of course, not taking away from Dylan Jennings. He was just more of a finesse pitcher yesterday. Totally different style from C.J. Opp as he'll deliver his first pitch of the 2012 season. That's going to be smacked opposite field, but fouled by Zach Jones. Well out of play. It'll be 0-1.
Well, that wind's blowing. That ball might end up as Good Sam.
Good.
Because the way the wind's blowing over there, that way it might end up on the roof.
0-1 the count to the Rams senior shortstop. Here comes the next pitch from Opp. Swung on a miss. 0-2.
You see the free and easy motion that Opp has, not throwing with a lot of issue, a lot of heart, or trying to really get it up there. It's nice and free and easy.
Battling through the wind, everyone is here this afternoon. The Rams of Pinckneyville. Pinckneyville on top 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. That one will get away from the catcher. Nice stop. It'll be 1-2. As that miss blown away to the Ram left-hander. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home at Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 1-2 the count to Jones. Here comes Opp's next offering, and that is going to be Tomahawk to second. Burris will pick it up. He'll fire. That's Queen. No, Queen's at short. Burris is it. Trying to remember the lineup change. I forgot to write it down.
Probably got blown away. And now different wind now kind of shifted a little bit. The flag's more going straight out to center field here in the last few minutes.
It'll change multiple times on any given day out here at Brennan Klein Field. We've learned that over the past 4 years of doing Rams baseball. Make this the fifth. And Landon Thomas steps in, no spot, pulls back, and it's going to be 0-1.
Another thing is the overhang here in eventually the next 15 minutes will be over the batter's box. The pitch will go from sun to shade for a lot of this game.
0-1 the count for Thomas. Nobody on, one out. He'll go after the high fastball. Wind may knock this down into left field. We'll see if Hep can make the play, and he will.
Carried it right to him. Yeah, carried right to him. Shortstop had no shot at that one. Queen was out there running for his life, but the only problem was the wind blowing out there. Going to carry the ball to Hep, the left fielder, and that made an easy play for him.
It is Hep, shoot, and Boomin out in the field, left to right out in the outfield for the Panthers. Chapman, Queen, Burris, Don is your infield, third to first, Hart behind the plate, and the lefty C.J. up on the hill. He's on the pitch count today, we understand. 60 pitches. Here comes the first pitch of the right-hander. Catcher today, Colin Young. He'll split time between DH and catcher along with Grant Garrett as they switch roles. An even rotation there. 0-1 the count on Colin Young. That's another thing we're going to get used to. It's been a while since we've had the win out here at BK. Making our home debut here on Rams Baseball on WMIX. Yesterday we were at Salem. Rams won that one 3-2, 1-0 on the year. Currently trail the Panthers 1-0. 2 outs, bottom half of the first inning. The count is 1-1 on Young. Here comes the pitch from Opp on the way, and that's going to miss well outside.
Really? Look down the right field line. That's celebrity. In the black.
Can't see that far. Looks like WT.
It is WT.
There's a little wow. Here comes the 2-1. Ooh, looks like it might have just missed the outside corner. It did, says John Downey. Make it 3-1 to Colin Young. Good eye.
Our view right here, we're almost as good as the umpire. We are lined up right behind home plate. No off-camera angle for us today on TV.
Well, this is where I always set up shot. 3-1 to count. Here it comes. That's going to miss high, and the Rams get their first base runner on the 2-out walk to Colin Young.
See, the adjustment period this year, too, not only the wind, obviously, here, but the bats. We're going to talk about the bats a lot this year. It's like a courtesy runner in Colin Young.
He's Mr. Ellis.
And the bats, the wind like today blown straight out, that would be a huge difference in a lot of things. But the way the new bats are made now, you're not going to be able to jump the ball out in this jet stream as much.
No, that's going to play a definite impact as Grant Garrett cleaning things up today. Steps in with the runner on first, 2 gone, bottom of the first inning, a 1-0 Pinckneyville lead. Opp looks at the runner on first. He'll deliver home. That's going to miss high, 1-0. I have 11 pitches thus far for Opp. Is that anywhere close? Good deal. Right now, his team's on top 1-0, trying to get a third out here with a runner on first. Grant Garrett, a 1-0 count. Next pitch on the way. He'll take that inside. Able to hold back, and it's 2-0.
Nice to have the headsets on today. Don't have that wind whistling through the ear.
Whistling through the mic, but thankfully not the ear.
Yeah.
Not as bad as it has been in years past through the microphone. 2-0, they'll check on the runner first.
It's going to be tough for Mount Vernon to start runners today at first base after, with the CJ being a left-hander for Pinckneyville. You're going to have to get a decent read off of him, a couple innings maybe, before you send anybody here on the run.
Well, it's going to take speed as he delivers the pitch in order to get it done. 2-0's coming, and that's going to catch the inside corner, 2-1.
And the thing about it is, he is already at 3 pitches here to Garrett with a runner at first, has shown 3 different ways to deliver the ball to home plate. That is key to try to keep a runner off balance.
2-1 the count with 2 gone. Bottom of the first, Rams down 1-0. Runner on first, and that is going to be fouled sky high by Garrett. It'll be sent left of us. Smacks the pavement. Great catch of a hop over there, and it'll be 2-2.
I'm a pitcher. I want that one back. Got featured lots of celebrities here at the baseball game today. Lots of celebrities.
A lot of dignitaries taking this one in. Beautiful day to catch a high school baseball game.
Too, yeah.
2-2 the count, 2 gone. Runner on first, bottom of the first inning. The Rams trail 1-0. Presented by Banterra Bank. We remind you that you can. I told you could lead off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account, so I'll tell you again, Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Remember, FDIC, 2-2 the count, here comes, and that's going to, just missed the outside corner. Ellis was going.
I'm going to tell you right now, here's what the deal was. Ellis went on first movement. Opp wasn't going to even look over there that time as he's varying his move, and Ellis guessed right, went first movement, and stole that on the pitcher. Because CJ Opp went with a different look. It was a look to not look over there.
We'll count here on Garrett. He'll foul tip that one. That'll do us. The Rams strand a runner here in their half of the first. We head to the second. 1-0 Pinckneyville. This is Rams baseball on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital. Let's go back to the field, powered by Banterra Bank.
And welcome back to Brennan Klein Memorial Field as we head to the top half of the second for Pinckneyville. It'll be Opp, Hepp, and Miller. And Dawn, if anybody gets aboard, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 to get us started as Brock Fulkerson comes out for a second inning of work. First pitch to Opp is on its way, and it'll just miss outside to the lefty, 1-0. There's that Mississippi wind, Gus, we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Powerful day afternoon.
Yeah, gusting probably about 20, 25.
Is Opp inside out to the first base side. 1-1.
Opp, another 3-sport athlete, but football, basketball, baseball variety.
Like we always say, the quintessential Pinckneyville athlete. Ryan shoots, C.J. Opp among others. 1-1 the count, here we go, and that's going to miss outside, 2-1. Good
matchup here between the two, both with aspirations of postseason runs in their respective classes this spring.
There's no doubt about that. 2-1 the count. That will just catch inside the top portion of the zone. Counts even at 2. Top of the second, 1-0 Pinckneyville from Brennan Klein Memorial Field. 2-2 count on the leadoff batter, C.J. Opp, the pitcher. Sneeze?
No, I had an itch.
I got you.
Mike, I thought I was farther away from it.
Here comes the next one, and Opp will reach out for that. This is fouled on the third base side. That'll hit the bird. That over there?
Hit a bird.
I know that, but
hit the batting cage.
Thank you. Telling you, DC, somebody hit me with a stupid stick today. Not that that's any different than any normal day.
Yeah.
2-2's the count with nobody out for Opp, and he will take one on the outside corner.
Yeah.
Nice
pitch.
Location that time.
Nice pitch. That pitch was right there on the black. It was there. In March, you call that one, make him start swinging the bat.
That'll bring up a righty this time in the form of Noah Hepp. 4% awaiting the sign from Colin Young, his catcher. Out of the windup he'll come, and that's going to just hit right down central. It'll be strike 1. 0-1 to Hepp. Winning Edge can customize just about any activewear, like a T-shirt or hoodie for the team, organization, or just for you. Visit them online at winningedgeusa.com as that pitch will visit the dirt. And it'll be 1-1 as the count's even here with one out, nobody aboard. Top half of the second, a Pinckneyville 1-0 lead to get us started. Fulkerson will see what he comes with this time. Looks like he just pushed that one outside. It'll be 2-1. Just missed. 2-1's coming. 2-1 almost taken away, and it did that.
Wow. The ball crossed over. That was nasty. That's just a pitcher strike there.
That was ugly nasty in a good way. In a good way. Wind shifting its course again. Here comes one inside and punch that one up. Back-to-back backwards case here for Brock Fulkerson.
Got the hook working today. He's got people buying the ticket and watching those strikes come in over the plate right now.
I believe that's number 4. Fulkerson. Brock's not bad. He doesn't know what he's doing out there.
He's got game for a sophomore. Not just out there throwing it, he's out there thinking about it.
And that'll bring up Miller. His first pitch put in play just past Jones, and that'll be a 2-out base hit. Pinckneyville keeps it alive on the first pitch, 2-out single. Put a runner aboard here with 2 gone, top of the second. Pinckneyville trying to add to that 1-0 lead.
Second hit for the Panthers today. They lead 1-0 at the top of the second. They get to the number 9 batter now.
definitely do not want to see the top of the order here in the second inning. Let's see what Fulkerson will come with here out of the stretch. First pitch on the way, and it just misses outside. Gone, of course, the right-hander. Gone. I'm trying to say that with emphasis. That's correct pronunciation. I assume.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
I know a little bit about this town.
That's what I was getting right to say. I figured you'd let me know if I was wrong. If that missed outside, 2-0. We spent a lot of time in the off-season at Pinckneyville.
Lots. And during the season as well.
Hitting the links. 2-0 is the count to Caleb Dawn, the first baseman. Where's number 21? Runner on first, 2 gone here. Top half of the second inning. Rams trying to keep it at 1-0 deficit. Fulkerson has 4 strikeouts on the day. He's behind 2-0 here. Pitch on the way, and that just caught. That's the outside corner.
Umpire flinched that time. You were giving it. He wasn't.
He's on top, and I'm a little further behind.
Yeah. We're back here a few steps.
So I was probably seeing the tail end of that one. 3-0's coming. That'll be the obligatory 3-1. You're usually going to get that unless you miss badly.
Yeah. I mean, you don't hit the dirt. Or throw one over the catcher's head.
3-1 the count with a runner on first, 2 gone. The next one is going to just miss outside. It'll be 2 aboard with 2 out here for Pinckneyville and a 2-out walk.
Yep. That little hit that got up the middle, seeing eye single, bounced up there. Now you roll over to the top of the order, first and second, and 2 outs.
Not the position you want to be in as the game's lone run comes to the plate here. Dylan Harden reached on an error back in the first, came around to score on the RBI double by Burris, who I understand via email. I lost it. Double check that. As Burris and the catcher Colin Young play summer and fall ball together. Yeah, Mike Young thankfully let me know that. Appreciate all the info. That's going to be a check swing out in the right field. Clayton Reeves will get chased, and he'll make the grab with 2 hands. Great fundamental play to end the inning. It's Pinckneyville strands 2. We head to the home half of the second. 2-0 Cats, or 1-0 Cats. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Hello, this is Hunt Bonin with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. As a Southern Illinois family-owned bank, we have stayed true to our roots by offering great products and services to the people in our communities. With free checking, free online banking, and free debit cards, we are helping our customers save money, while also providing the safety and security they expect from a community-focused bank. People's National Bank, proudly supporting Southern Illinois. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Use bill pay once per month to avoid fees.
Well, it happens every spring. You need a great quality vehicle, and that's where Second Chance Auto comes in. Family owned for the past 32 years, Second Chance Auto has been the cure for spring new car fever. No one has a better selection of vehicles priced under $10,000. Almost all their vehicles come with a generous 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. There are no dock fees, no shipping fees, and no processing fees like those new car dealerships. Just low prices. Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 242-4582. Second Chance Auto.
Back to Rams Baseball, powered by Banterra Bank.
And we're back at Brennan Klein Memorial Field as we head to the home half of the second inning. Due up for the Rams. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Zane Zonders, Pat Cranford, Trevor Flota. Matt Williams, if anybody gets aboard. Rams trail 1-0 to the Pinckneyville Panthers here. Game number 2 of the year. Rams are 1-0 on the season as they defeated Salem yesterday, hanging on in a tough one, 3-2, against the Wildcats on the road. Score updates, if we're able to bring you any, will be presented by Tony Wilton, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance and financial service needs, call Tony Wilt, your local State Farm agent. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or at the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. Walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So Zane will get us started here in the home half of the second inning. The soundtrack has deviated much this year.
And good to have some music, some atmosphere. We're out here for the kids, not anybody else. Good for them to have some sound and music, get them going. It's hard sometimes out here in the middle of nowhere in baseball and high school to make your own excitement out of some days.
See if Zonders creates some here against Opp. His first pitch will miss just a tad high. And it'll be 1-0 to Zane to start the Rams off here in the home half of the second, trailing 1-0. I believe I interrupted a point as I mentioned the music. Start to say something. I apologize about that. That'll be a foul ball. At the top, there it is, baby. That's first.
That's my mind.
That's 1-1. We were talking about all the sounds you'd hear of a foul ball yesterday as we were analyzing them all. That is the overhang foul ball. You'll hear the concrete. You'll hear the thud. We heard them all yesterday. We heard the twig. We heard the trunk of a tree. At 0-1 will come to Zonders. That'll miss outside. Should be 2-1, shouldn't it?
Yeah, that's what I have.
what it is. 2-1 to Zane. Here comes lefty ops. Want to miss. Tomahawk swing that time. High fastball. It's 2-2. I'm trying to think of a pitcher to compare CJ to, build-wise, and the only ones I can think of would be kind of insulting, even though they were decent pitchers for a time, is that next one's going to miss, make the count full, misses inside low. 3-2. Do you have anybody on the mind?
Not yet. Ken Daly type. Right there at that wind-up look.
Full count offer on this nine. That'll be his first one. Second one.
Kind of a Ken Daly with the delivery and the wind-up delivery.
Because the only guys I can think of were body, but not delivery. Because he has kind of a Sterling Hitchcock body. Of course, I don't want to do him a disservice. That comparison.
Yeah.
Here comes the first one on the way to the right-hander, Bradford. He'll stand in, and he'll take a outside corner strike.
The client of Mr. Matthews, former Cardinal.
0-1 coming. That is going to be popped up.
That might be trouble. First baseman off. The second baseman has to get it off his glove. That'll be a hit. They're not going to be able to throw him out. Nope. That was a tough ball, Chris. That ball got popped up there. First baseman was obviously holding the runner on, turned and lost it, looking into the sun, the west sun, as we see, setting in the west. And then the right fielder got a late jump, looking at the sun. Second baseman came over, had a glove on it, couldn't catch it.
Pretty good base running that time by Zane Saunders.
Everybody gets hit today, I've noticed. First hit from Mount Vernon. Now the Rams have first and second. The catcher will go out as Opp gets closer and closer to that pitch count limit.
You have an updated tally?
Oh, yeah. He had the inning 17 and 6 is 23 and 2 more is 25.
These books are amazing.
Yeah, they don't have that. They had to make your own boxes, by the way.
Oh,
You've got everything but that. Of course, where this book is used, you don't need to worry about it.
Right, exactly. Next pitch on the first pitch, I should say. Floto's going to lay one down. A great bunt to the third base side. They'll check the third, throw the off. It's going to put it in his pocket because Floto covered the second base with the second baseman. So that would be an infield single off of the bunt by Trevor Floto.
They had it set up, Chris. Third baseman holds, rotation play over, and the second baseman, who was too far over to his right for the double play, wasn't there in time, and a smart play by the senior op not to take the opportunity to throw one down the right field line because the second baseman wasn't there.
Bases loaded by Williams. Great bunt down the third base line. Opp. Fire one this time. That's going to be sent to right field. Giving chase will be Boom, and he'll make the grab. Scoring on the sac fly will be Zane Saunders, and advancing to third, Pat Bradford. It's a great base running by the Rams. Ties this one up 1-1.
Well, that's one of those deals there. If you're Pinckneyville, that's a bad throw there. You don't want to throw that one to home. You're going to concede that run. You want to try to cut him down, going to third, throw it that way.
That throw home came halfway up the third base line anyway, so just throw it a little bit more to your right. Go to third base. Tied at 1, and now bring up Clayton Reeves, bottom of the order here, with runners at the corners and just one out here in the bottom half of the second inning. Opp stays out of the stretch, obviously. Here comes the first pitch. Misses outside to the right-hander Reeves. It's 1-0. Not a bad effort here by the Rams. Got the performance here in the bottom half of the second inning. And it is presented by Banterra Bank, the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, banking with local style. 1-0 the count, tied at 1, bottom of the second, runners at the corners. 1-0 pitch on the way to Reeves. He'll show bunt, pop it up behind us, in front of us. Family behind us is what I was going for there. It's 1-1. Tune in for the 94 News at 5. Of course, this is Mount Vernon Rams baseball. You'll need to tune to 94.1 FM, where the 5 o'clock news today is presented by People's National Bank and Ford Square and King City Chrysler. 1-1 the count here on Reeves, with runners at the corners, one gone, and he'll swing and miss. Runners going, and it'll be 1-2.
I'll tell you what, I love to see teams be aggressive when they know they can take bases, extra base here, extra base there.
Well, you, sir, are doing enjoy that. I read everything. People well aware. We'll get this one here in just a moment. 1-2 the count, 1 out, 2 in scoring position here for the Rams, and that'll miss inside. Mount Vernon Baseball Booster Club, a pork chop lunch fundraiser. Friday, March the 16th, by my calculations, that is this Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the First United Methodist Church. It's $7. It includes sandwich, chips, and a drink. We'll talk more about that if we have time. Again, that is Friday, 11 to 1, lunchtime, First United Methodist Church. That's the big church in Mount Vernon.
The big church.
Not
or
you know
a big church.
A big church.
Another big church.
It's that big church you see as you're going along 15.
Right.
Straight down Central. And this one is going to... I didn't mean that in terms of congregation.
No, I understand what you meant.
I got you. I didn't want anybody to feel like I might have been ripping on their church.
No.
Whether it be yours, mine, hers, theirs, his.
It's a big church.
Yep.
We can do that.
I go there, and I still can't remember.
Oh,
12th and Maine. There we go.
There you go.
2-2's coming. And Reeves will send that into center field. That might score a couple. Around to score is Bradford. Held up is Flota. And Reeves is going to head to second base. That's going to get away from the catcher. It'll be second and third, and one out here for the Rams, who take a 2-1 lead on the RBI base hit by Clayton Reeves.
Nice job by Clayton Reeves. Gets an RBI. Drives it out in the outfield, protecting with 2 strikes, and got good bat on the baseball there.
And he never stopped. He was headed to second base.
Yep. That'll go as an error on Pinckneyville as he advanced on the error. And that is Panthers' first error of the day.
And here comes first one to Jones, and Jones is going to snap a ride to right center field. It's going to continue to the wall and bounce all the way too. That's going to score a couple. Jones is going to head for third. He has some speed. He'll get there without a problem. No, he's going to be sent around. As that got away, it was Buda, and that's going to clear the bases, Danny. It's going to be 4-1 Rams.
That will go as the
5-1.
Yeah, home run inside the Parker. What that knock in?
Knocked in 3
runs.
Buda, Reeves, and Zach Jones all came around to score. All the more reason for you to get out there Friday and support your Mount Vernon Rams baseball team. Pork chop lunch, $7, 11 to 1 at First United Methodist Church. I've had them before; they're delicious.
I've heard about them.
Sandwich, chips, and a drink. We'll get you that information for you on the Mount Vernon, or wait, what are we? WMIX Sports Facebook page. Something like that. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. You can follow us on Twitter, Twitter.com/WMIX Sports. It'll be on there at some point. As they're going to talk at the mound. This visit to the mound, of course, presented by Ford Square and King City Chrysler Center. Didn't get the exact tally on the Drive One for Your School event, but I understand it was somewhat successful, as it is every year.
That has become a nice idea for a lot of communities and a lot of schools doing different things.
And unless I'm mistaken, Roy Schmidt, Ford Square, among the first to do it in the region. Others have since followed suit.
Well, I do know a floor to the north of us, a lot of that was substantially helped paid for by one of those things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here it comes. And that is going to be another base hit as the hit rate continues. Good to see Landon Thomas get in on it.
Another single. Mount Vernon is getting some great swings here on out. 5 runs, 5 hits here as TJ heads up his pitch limit for Pinckneyville.
That'll bring
Here's the thing I'm most impressed with Mount Vernon. So far through 7 and almost 8, 9 innings now. Fundamental, bat on the ball, nobody swinging for themselves or the fences. Playing small ball, doing little things right to get a lead.
They have a 5-1 lead here in the home half of the second. Runner on first, 1 out for Colin Young. He walked his last time up.
And none of this silly stuff going on anywhere. Just playing good old-fashioned baseball.
Of course, the Rams are 1 at bat away from batting around here in the inning.
Well,
here comes the 1-0 to Young. Now catch the outside corner for the right-hander. It's 1-1.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Oh, I'm trying some different paperweights that
I got you.
Some are and aren't working.
Of course, remind you not to strike out. Take control of your health care expenses with a tax-advanced self-savings account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC.
Try some more paperweights.
They'll check on the runner at first. He'll get back without a problem. 1-1's the count here with 1 gone for Colin Young.
Well, that didn't work either. Wind's just flat nasty here today.
Yeah, it is.
That tape's too light, I guess. Digging in the bag for some more rolls of tape to put on it.
You got enough tape there?
Don't worry about it, where I got it from.
I'm going to ask where you got it from. I was asking if you had
I got lots of tape.
Big difference.
Yeah, I got lots of tape. I got all kinds of things. This magic bag down here, as you've seen this year.
Lefty Apple fire. Runner thought about going, and it's 2-1 as that missed. You know what sounds delightful? A pork chop sandwich lunch on Friday.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
11-1.
What else comes with that pork chop sandwich?
chips in the drink?
Oh, that'd be wonderful. One of those big, thick cups.
You bet it is. Drilled to perfection. 2-1's coming, and that's going to be sent opposite way as Colin Young gets in on the hit parade, and Thomas will advance to third, bobbled by the right fielder. And it'll finally get itself in.
Hit and run. Perfect execution. Inside-out swing to right field. Will the sandwich be anywhere near the size of the steak that we saw Friday in Peoria?
I don't think it'll have anything to do
Did he eat all of that? That's my question. I never heard the end of that.
I asked, and I was told that it was finished, but I don't know if that meant the person itself
There was,
finished.
as big as that cut was, there was enough meat there, I could have ate it for the rest of the year.
Well, had it been any other day than, well, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Could have eaten it on Friday. Had it been any other day than
I had a burger from that same place on Saturday afternoon in Peoria. My goodness. Best hamburger I've ever had.
Rams will bat around here. Runners at the corners. 1 out in the bottom half of the second. The runner's going to go. Throw's going to be cut off. Wise move to cut that off.
Well, they're not going to throw through on that, obviously. 5-1. They're going to get cut play. You're going to see a variety of things there. Mount Vernon right now batting around. Nice batter of the inning. Looks putting together a nice inning.
They cut that off pretty well because I did not even see the second baseman.
Yeah.
1-0's coming, and that's going to be fouled straight back, 1-1.
And you can tell Mount Vernon, I love the way they're taking in. They're not trying to hit one out of here. They're not trying to, the wind's blowing out, so they'll swing hard. They are taking some nice baseball swings. Short and compact, put the ball in play.
Told you you'd love it. Good stuff.
Aggressive baseball. Fun to watch.
1-1 the count. Runners on second and third here for the Rams. They lead 5-1 here in the bottom of the second. Time called. So Garrett's the batter. Thomas and I believe Ellis, your runners. Because Ellis is the courtesy runner.
Exactly.
For Colin Young.
For catcher.
Swung on a miss. It's 1-2 now to Garrett. Went low that time. Chased after. What should I tell you? I should actually probably pause for station identification at some point, but I'm just going to have to tell you. This is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Not a real good chance to get that in just yet. 1-2 the count on Garrett with 2 in scoring position, and Opp will step off of the rubber. Man, that pork chop sandwich sounds amazing.
Yeah, all of a sudden, after you read
that note, make me hungry.
That's what I said after you read that note, now I'm hungry.
1-2's coming. That's going to just miss outside. Squeezes the count even. 2-2.
I know those people that know us will be shocked that you and I are hungry.
People have seen how much I've lived up for the past 5 years. I have no doubt. Hit a grand slam. Go for the account with no hidden fee. Banterra offers a totally free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. 2-2's the count here on Garrett. And that's going to bounce around the dirt. Count's full. Great stop by the catcher, Mr. Hart.
1 pitch away from a little bat around here.
Hey, you know what I did backwards? Well, I just figured out something with this book.
What?
I think you're supposed to write, like up here I should have Pinckneyville's defense, and up here I should have the Rams defense. Opposite of the batting order there is Garrett's going to get a piece of one, send that down the left field line. That's going to be a foul ball.
Well, you could do that, but it's easier for me.
I think it's a line of sight thing.
Yeah, it's easier for me to know, okay, everything Pinckneyville's on one page, everything Mount Vernon's on another page.
I need to ask Bob what he did there.
What did Bob do?
I don't know. Let's see what Bob did.
Bob's got 2 different ways to do it, the DH and the National League back here, too.
Ooh. Say what, Bobby Carpenter, speaking of which, did you know Bob Carpenter in 1996 and 97 won the St. Louis Mid-America Emmy?
Well, how about that?
That's your random Bob Carpenter fact for the day.
It's important to have that knowledge.
Full count here, 1 gone, 2 aboard. They're both in scoring position, and Garrett went that opposite way this time, foul ball. And he's staying alive and driving up that pitch count.
Oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be the 8th pitch that Garrett will see in this at-bat.
He did that yesterday against Salem, too, though, against Tolliver. What's his total pitch count now?
I have to get back with you.
I got you.
Tally up the inning. Tally up the inning and get back on those things.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and that is going to be sent towards left center field. That should get down. It will. The Rams will score 2 more. Coming around to score will be Thomas and Ellis, staying at first base, but Grant Garrett as he gets 2 on that.
Oh, my. 7-run innings from Mount Vernon. Nice.
Not a bad effort there by the Rams.
And still batting.
That's what they tell me. As that'll bring up Zane Zonders, who opened up the inning with a walk and a run scored. Pretty nifty inning here for the Mount Vernon Rams.
I'm telling you what, this will get us to suffer a little faster.
Word on the street is it's 7-1 right now in the bottom of the second. As Saunders will stand in with a runner on first and only one out. Out fires, and Saunders will foul it back. 0-1.
Well, first time all year, I got to switch an inning out.
I think I know what I'm going to do here.
Yeah, you just bump over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you do.
That's all you can do. 0-1. The count is Zane. Runner on first, one out. Next one he'll lay off, and that'll just drop low enough to fall for strike two. Let me tell you a little something here. It's your community, which means it's your choice and your bank. 5 locations with friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. 0-2's coming. That'll just miss low and away. 1-2.
It's one of those that Off will pitch 2 innings, and he will be done, and then you and I will mess with our scorebook.
You have a direct line in that dugout, don't you?
Yeah. With that particular town and athletic teams, I have a good line over there. I'm treated very well in that neighborhood.
1-2's coming, and Saunders will lift that one into the left. Giving chase, of course, will be Hep, and he
Nice
makes a snow cone catch there. Almost lost it out of his glove and was able to snow cone instead.
That, my friend, was a nice catch. Wind blowing out to left center field. That ball was being gusted away from him, and he was able to catch up with that one, track it down.
Of course, we talked about how well we've been treated by Pinckneyville. Always treated very well by Tim Holloway and Clint McClure and Tom Fulkerson and the Mount Vernon Rams baseball team. Didn't mean to insinuate that if I did.
No, we're just telling.
Bradford will stand in, swing at that one. 0-1.
A lot of wardrobe from the first base dugout.
Here's what I'm amazed of.
Yeah?
With Bradford, not only the fact his 2 older brothers are come and gone, but that he is old enough to be in high school now.
That happens.
Makes you feel old. 0-1. That'll get away, and Garrett's going to advance to second base on the even count 1-1.
Catcher did slide those knees over and get down on it. Panthers in 2A. Of course, you know, baseball's like every other sport and class system. Pinckneyville bumping up playing a 3A school today. And as good Class 2A teams found out last year at Mount Vernon, it's a different set to play 3A ball.
You betcha. Pinckneyville's been doing it for years, playing the Mount Vernon Rams. 1-1's coming. At least since I've been doing the games.
Right.
That'll hit the dirt, 2-1.
Pinckneyville bounce around. They also play some 1A schools. Remember the Mississippi Division, the River to River Conference. Lots of Ren Lake people here today behind us.
2-1. Why, that makes 3-1 as that misses high and away.
And the one thing about him, he's got good velocity going today. As you notice, a lot of the pitches have been up in the zone in this inning. Possibly tiring in his first start of the year. You'll see a lot of pitchers too early on.
3-1's coming. Great location to get the pop-up left side of the infield. Third baseman Chapman gets underneath it and makes the grab, but damage has been done here in the bottom of the second as the Rams plate 7. It's 7-1 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
My brother Paul was a real Renaissance man, a big city ER doctor, an outdoorsman, and always the smartest person in the room. When he was killed in a deer vehicle collision, I thought it was a freak accident. But I was wrong.
Each year, deer vehicle crashes cause death, damages, and injuries. And about 1 in every 100 drivers is likely to have a collision with a deer. For tips to avoid hitting a deer, visit EerieInsurance.com.
A message from the Bean Insurance Agency and Erie Insurance.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we needed help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is your home for Rams Radio, WMIX.
And welcome back to Brennan Klein Memorial Field. We head to the top half of the third inning. Coming up for the Panthers, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 with Evan Chapman, Brian Shute, and Joey Burris. And if anybody gets aboard, we'll see Justin Boom in the right fielder. 7-1 Rams as they scored 7 in the bottom half of the second inning. Pretty good effort there by Mount Vernon in the bottom half.
I was just a lot of taking advantage of a lot of good hits, a lot of good base running, and error by Pinckneyville thrown in the mix. And the Rams take advantage with 7 runs in the second inning on 7 hits. Nice job.
I like how Bobby has flex columns in this book.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
Yes.
Here comes the first pitch of the inning. Swung and a miss for a strike. So just like that, 0-1 to Evan Chapman. Rams baseball presented by Banterra Bank. With Banterra's mobile banking, you can check your accounts online right from the bleachers. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. This is now 0-2 here to Evan Chapman. That one caught the outside corner to the right-hander. Yeah, 4% on fire this time. Ooh, breaking stuff that time. Swung on a miss. That'll be a throw down to first. Great throw by Colin Young.
Fulkerson's got 5 Ks already.
Not bad. I remember his debut last year. I think he gave up 4 home runs and had 10 strikeouts. Home runs in the face.
That's a high pitch count.
No, because those were really the only offense he gave up.
Darren Koffel behind us.
All kinds of people taking the
Oh, there's lots of people here today.
First one's on the way, and that's going to be a dribbler by Shoot down the third baseline foul. It'll be 0-1. Grounded out to second his first time up, 0 for 1 today. Rams on top 7-1 here in the top half of the third inning. 1 out, nobody aboard for the Panthers.
I like how everybody's got a new bat this year. So they had to.
Yeah.
Everybody's got that shine.
Listening like the lane in wintertime.
It's like the click.
Winter Wonderland.
Click.
Gets the next one high and tight, 1-1. Shoot, we remind you, is a right-hander. He's out in center field today.
That's where he is being looked at by the next level of his spot there or second base.
1-1's coming. Foul to the first base side.
Quarterback, point guard, pitcher, shortstop, outfielder. Can't get any better than that as an athlete.
So out of his 3 sports,
out of his
three, baseball is the sport?
I would say baseball is his number 1.
Really?
Football 2, basketball 3.
Huh.
A lot of times people are fooled by success on the basketball floor.
Sure they are. 1-2's coming, and that's going to be an off-speeder. Hitting the left center field, shallow.
Nice. Very nicely done that time. You can see Landon Thomas coming over with Bradford. Center fielder, of course, has the right. Called off. Bradford jumped in there and made the catch. That's what a good center fielder do. Call off your outfielders and infielders. I'm saying I'm the one that needs that ball. That's what he did there.
Good move by Bradford to get
on a windy day like this. So shortstop has no shot. Left fielder coming at an angle. Center fielder can circle around behind and make that catch a lot easier.
And that'll bring up Burris with 2 outs. The base is empty. First pitch in there on the inside corner for strike 1. 0-1 to Burris. Again, 2 outs. Top of the third. Still a 7-1 Ram lead. Pinckneyville did some damage earlier with that one in the first.
And that too.
Suppose I talked too fast for my own good.
Yeah.
Slow it down a little bit. Get it out. 7-1 Rams as they scored 7. All 7 in the bottom of the second.
Save.
And that's going to be lined in the left center. Shouldn't be a problem for LT. He'll make the grab with 2 hands. Fundamentally found was that inning for the Rams. 3 up, 3 down to the Panthers as we head to the bottom of the third. 7-1 Mount Vernon. This is Rams baseball on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke is an orthopedic surgeon specializing in spine surgery, treatment of the injured back, and will provide the newest state-of-the-art procedures in the region. Dr. Steinke is fellowship trained in spine and brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks and will see patients starting in April. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
More baseball action ahead on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
And we welcome you back to Brennan Klein Field as we head to the bottom half of the third inning. New pitcher will be Dylan Hart. Moving to first base will be C.J. Ott. Behind the plate is now Evan Chapman. And over to third, if you're following us, is Caleb Don.
That was easy. Position changes for Coach Englehart. That makes our life easier.
I'm just proud I picked them all up.
Did a good job.
Thank you.
End of the year, I'll straighten you out.
Just need to get the mid-season form pretty quickly. Harden will get some warm-up tosses here as the Rams will send up Flota, Williams, and Reeves. They combined 2 runs scored out of that duo today, trio even. Yeah, they need to get the mid-season form a little bit quicker. Chapman behind the plate. Updated you on the radio. I just haven't updated my book yet. Now we're clear.
Opp goes 2 innings, 7 hits, all earned on 7 runs, 2 walks and a strikeout. Stands to be the loser in this one, unless things change.
Tough luck day for Mr. Opp.
Yeah, too many pitches up in the zone against a team that hits like Mount Vernon. You're going to get peppered pretty good here. That's what happens.
Loda will start us off. Of course, he'll have to leave, I would assume, tomorrow night for Peoria. But he will shoot in the 3-point showdown at the state level.
He could, if he wanted to. Nice experience for him to enjoy.
Yeah, 3A would, because they all shoot in the preliminaries there on Thursday night.
Yeah.
You have to leave tomorrow.
We took that in.
We did for 1A and 2A.
Got the scoreboard update.
Hey, we'll take it.
Benton leads Waltonville, Waltonville sets Valera 3-0 middle of second.
Flota gets a hold of one and sends that in left field. That's going to find the gap. Flota's around first, headed for second. On the 1-0 pitch, knocked to the fence, and he'll be held up at second with an extra base hit.
Wow. Mount Vernon team's pretty good with the weapons.
Took that 1-0 pitch for a ride. Of course, it's brought to you by Banterra Bank.
6-0 now. Left for went yard for Benton.
There you go. That scoreboard update. Thanks for reminding me. It's presented by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance, as Williams will loop one towards left. It'll fall for a base hit, and it'll get past the left fielder. Flota's going to come around to score to make it 8-1, and that will be an RBI base hit for Matty Williams. Did you ever figure out what he prefers?
RBI single for Matty or Matthew Williams.
Did we ever find that out?
Yeah. Well, I talked to him in the parking lot. He's cool with Matty or Matthew, either one. I'm going to give Pinckneyville an error on that one, allow the runners to pump around as it goes.
Right. RBI single, though, right?
Yep.
Because the bump was what allowed Williams to get to second base.
Yep.
That'll bring up Clayton Reeves. He had an RBI base hit earlier. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. The Rams lead this one 8-1, up a touchdown here on the Panthers. With a runner in scoring position and nobody out here in the home half of the third. Next pitch is on the way, and Reeves will let that one by low and inside, 1-1.
I like to see.
I got to remind people, that scoreboard update was presented by Tony Wilt for all your insurance financial service needs. See Tony Wilt on 42nd South Water Tower in Mount Vernon or TonyWilt.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And that pitch is popped sky high towards second base. I didn't see who made the grab, screened by the catcher.
Joey Burns, the second baseman. Split over. 8-1. You get dreams and fancies of short games here in this ball game. You like to see Mount Vernon get a short game, save some pitching for a later time.
As we'll see at the top of the order, Zach Jones. Last at bat had it inside the Parker of the 3-run variety. First pitch is on the way, and he'll send that opposite way.
That's trouble.
Fair territory for right now, and that is going to drop for a base hit to third base. Well goes the runner, Williams. Second and third.
Wow. 10th hit for Mount Vernon on the day as we are at 8-1. And the Rams bats keep rocking them out there.
Tell it's an upper level win.
You think? Got a little rain and some boomers in southeast Missouri right now near Cape Girardeau, moving into the Carbondale area, so probably getting a little draft over top of us.
Still a beautiful winter day.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's still winter.
That's why I replied here.
Spring doesn't come in until next Tuesday.
As Thomas will send that one. That'll be
kind of a weak hit.
Yeah.
It's kind of just over the top of it.
How that banged on the overhead.
Banged twice. Kind of like a tap. Skipper.
Second and third are your runners with one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Thomas with two in scoring position. He is 1 for 2 today. And he'll take one outside, the left-hander ahead in the evens count 1-1. Forgot about that first pitch. Too distracted by describing the foul ball action.
Yeah, the foul ball is second and third and one out. Big inning here. Mount Vernon like gets more.
Swung and a miss. 1-2. You're right.
Nice change up there by Mr. Harden. Harden and Opp are going to be their 1-2 punch as this year goes on for Pinckneyville as they roll through a favorite to battle with DuQuoin for that Mississippi division.
1-2 coming. That's going to miss outside. 2-2. Good to hear from Denny Clark today. Of course, he's Rome Hornets head baseball coach. Spent some time as the JV coach. He says it sounds great from his mom's in Wayne City. Hello to Denny.
Yeah. Oh, I have an update for you.
That is going to be sent in the shallow right field. Could be trouble if it falls. It will. The Rams will score 1, maybe 2. As Williams will come around to score, held up at third, it'll be Jones. And that'll be an RBI for Landon Thompson.
Everybody hits, everybody runs, everybody scores. 9 runs, 11 hits now for Mount Vernon.
His daughter works for us, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I didn't know if I told you that connection.
Finally met over the winter, you know. Remember that was an ongoing thing. She always heard me, never saw me.
And the Lord out back to studio described you as hairy.
Yeah.
Your beard.
Yeah.
That you no longer have.
No. I'll wait till Jeff Fisher of the Rams shows his facial hairs.
What'd you find out?
Today is Pi Day.
Oh, yeah, 3.14.
Yes.
Good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, Young will stand in. He 1 for 1 today with a single and a run scored. He walked back in the first. Jimmy does it. Runners at the corners and only 1 out. Rams on top 9-1 in the bottom of the third. If you're just joining us, or if you've been patiently or impatiently waiting for me to say the score again. So 1-0 the score, and I better step up something here. Banterra Bank brings you Rams baseball. Tell you more about that. After the 1-0 pitch, it comes inside out towards first base. Another run will score. Opp will scoop it back to the covering pitcher, Harden. And that'll be a 3-1.
Smart play by Opp. You don't throw it around. You get the second out of the inning, work on getting the out, and you give up the run, but at this point you don't want to make it any bigger.
So it's 10-1 Rams as they scored 3 more here in the bottom half of the third inning. Runner on second for Grant Garrett with 2 outs. There's that win. Wonder where
you can't turn. Well, as long as we keep the mic in front of us, it doesn't sound too bad.
Garrett powers one towards left field, but that's going to scoot foul.
At home run distance,
you bet it did.
And even with those bats, you gotta poke it this year at those bats. No messing around.
Garrett has the strength that has some pop.
And I mean, even here, you see that now, Chris. Even here, you've seen the ball hit like that with the other bats. That'd been over the scoreboard. And now, because the launch point of these bats is significantly lower, it's not going as far.
Weston Mason hit
that
last year. Still going.
That one in Benton over the right field fence is still going.
That's in orbit. As it is 0-2 now.
That one that Weston Mason hit last year at Benton, sitting there doing that game. That ball
interrupted a Little League game, I think.
No, it went over the Little League field. They heard it going across.
0-2 now as Garrett will pop one foul. Third base side again out of play.
Hey, I'm telling you what, that was one of the farthest hit balls at this level I've ever seen.
I think so. Score an extra base hit with Banterra's Visa debit card. It provides the convenience of a checking account and a card. Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. Member FDIC. 0-2 here to the Rams senior designated hitter. With a runner in scoring position, 2 out. And he will take that one. He'll lift that towards center. Shoot, trying to get underneath it. He'll make the grab. And we are through 3. The Rams lead Pinckneyville 10-1. This is Rams baseball on WMIX.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we needed help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For more content, like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And to put it simpler, that's Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Glad to have you with us as we head back to Brennan Klein Memorial Field. The Rams, a 10-1 lead. That's right, they're up 9 as we head to the top half of the fourth. Moomin, Opp, and Hep do up for the Panthers. That is also known as 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Fulkerson heads out for a 4th inning worth of work. 5 strikeouts on the day.
45 pitches through 3 innings from Mr. Fulkerson. Very efficient here in March.
Not bad. Good-looking Rams baseball team. Looking to go 2-0 here, and that one's going to be poked to Jones. He'll pick it up off the hot fire to first in time. That'll be a 6-3.
Love it. First pitch swinging, down 10-1. You're a Rams fan. Got to enjoy it as now the overhang shadow is now over the home plate area. So advantage to the pitchers at this point.
A Just getting ready to say it. I noticed that myself, but it's a good thing the Rams would have got their 10 runs.
Here at the, I call it the ravine overhang, basically. Kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
Not that I'm thinking about other teams.
I don't see how you couldn't think of that whenever doing our intro.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I think of every time.
All right, what's going on?
As we have a 1-0 count on out, he'll take another. This time he's going to catch the outside corner.
Fulkerson is in a proverbial groove. And there's not a lot of teams at any level would be able to touch Fulkerson today. He is salty.
Good bloodlines there, and that's going to catch the outside corner again to the left top, 1-2.
I am young enough and or old enough to remember Daddy Fulkerson throwing in high school.
I tried to lead you into that a couple of times. I knew you were of age. 1-2's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Put to play right side of the infield. Nice stop by Williams. Whoa. Hey, I ever told you that Matty Williams is pretty good?
Yeah. Hey, Fulkerson, Daddy Fulkerson, there was a stretch of pitchers. You had Daddy Fulkerson and Todd Nebel down in Waltonville in the early 80s. It was quick ball games because Daddy Fulkerson could flat bring it. He was nasty.
Now Daddy Fulkerson teaches others how to bring that crap.
And Todd Nebel was good, too.
First pitch to the half is popped up first base side. They'll give chase. Ooh, just out of reach for Trevor Floto. Great effort.
Don't get hurt.
Young
you
came
got
over there,
free
too.
throws yet, buddy. Or three-pointers.
Three-pointers.
I'm telling you, the thing about, you had Fulkerson, you had Nebel. Now I'm going back, in the lineage of Waltonville where I'm
just dating yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
And then you go through and you had the Craig Norrises and Monty Haley's, and you go through, and that bunch in the 80s. I mean, you had some salty throwers coming through there.
0-1's coming, check swing, missing outside 1-1. His location is what impresses me for his age.
Well, like you said, you can have pitchers this age have two pitches, a fastball and a changeup. Maybe a curveball.
1-1's coming. Swung on a miss.
You can spot that fastball wherever you want at this age. You can
give it his backdrop. His backdrop is a big, burly, bald guy. Here it comes. Catches the inside corner backwards. Okay, that's 6 on the day for Brock Fulkerson. And we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Rams lead the Panthers 10-1. This is Mount Vernon Baseball on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Are you looking for real value in a compact pickup truck? Listen to this deal. Receive up to $5,000 rebate on select 2011 Ford Rangers right now at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. That is a lot of customer cash that can create a low monthly payment or just a plain low-price pickup. Choose from regular cab, super cab, two-wheel or four-wheel drive, XL or XLT trims. We are fortunate at Ford Square to have the inventory level that we have today on the 2011 Ford Ranger. Also, the gas mileage is good too on the Ranger to make this choice a great buy. Come into Ford Square today and test drive a 2011 Ford Ranger and experience a quality compact truck at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where the best never rests.
You're listening to Rams Baseball on AM 940 WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, St. Louis, and online at mywithersradio.com. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
There you have it. Legal as we're at the bottom of the 5 o'clock hour, 5:32 to be exact, and we head to the home half of the fourth inning. Due up for the orange and black, barring the lineup change, will be Zane Saunders, Pat Bradford, Trevor Floto. We got a habit of describing uniforms once we got a basketball season. The Rams, of course, in their Nike black uniforms with orange trim down the sides and orange numeric trimmed in white. Gray pants with black stripes, also Nike. Panthers, of course, Danny, would you like to describe them?
Oh, wonderful. I'd love to. Great pants with that gorgeous dark blue and, of course, the Columbia blue that Pinckneyville is so known and loved for.
There you have it. As Saunders steps in, takes the first pitch ball, low and away.
I say baseball teams should always wear gray pants, especially at the high school level. The wear and tear and the sliding around, you don't need white.
Nope. Multiple reasons you don't need white. Here comes 1-0. Pop sky high behind the dish. Actually, that's going to veer off towards the third base side.
Oh. Going to fall as a strike. Here's the deal. If you give it a mental error, that goes to the third baseman, Chapman. He's got to run in there and take charge. Not Chapman. Take that back.
Chapman, actually, I was
thinking that's Don. He's got to come in there and take that. You don't want catchers running. You don't want catchers running down the third base line with the wind behind him, kicking the ball away from him. You can't have that. Bad play by the third baseman.
coming. That's in the dirt, and that'll get away. And I was just thinking actually kind of the opposite. I understand your philosophy, and that's the correct philosophy. But I was also thinking, given him that play and giving the sun the third baseman's eye, since the catcher was only going after it, he might as well have finished.
Nope, you don't want the catcher catching that one.
Well, you don't want him going as far as he did either. This will be sent into right center field for a base hit by Zonders. And that'll get past shooting center field. Zonders is going to get on his horse and head for second base here.
Third.
He's going to get to third base, you're right, because the dimensions are deep here. It's about the 380 mark in right center field, and that's going to be a leadoff triple.
Oh, he took a tripper. I'm thinking. But, you know, again, on that particular play, sun or not, you don't want your catcher having to go down the third base line to sprint, looking up, trying to find it over his head.
Right.
When the third baseman's coming into it. That's a bad thing.
Right.
Again, that's the thing. He should be out as a Zonders thing. He should be in the dugout on one out. Now he's at third because of a quote-unquote mental error because nobody touched him.
As Bradford comes up with an RBI chance, runner on third, nobody out. I'm sorry. That is actually Tyler Ellis.
Getting an AB here, isn't he?
I was looking down and didn't see him on deck.
Probably a DH, or a pinch hitter, I should say, as far as it goes.
And that'll miss low and away. It's 1-1 with Zonders on third. Leadoff triple, of course. Rams threatening to get that 11th run.
Lodo was 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored today, a single and double to his credit.
As we await the 1-1 pitch to Mr. Ellis. And he'll take that low for a strike.
Got another pitch hitter coming too on deck. Guess not.
Nope. That's Bradford. Lodo on deck. And
Lodo on deck. Ellis is hitting. I put it in the wrong spot.
1-2, runner on third, nobody out here in the home half of the fourth. That's high, and we'll even count 2-2.
The Bob Carpenter book is...
We're getting used to it.
Yep.
Familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bria, Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location. Welcome back to Personal Banking. 42nd Street here in Mount Vernon. They have multiple locations. High overhead of Tyler Ellis. Full count, 3-2.
Mark that appropriately in the book.
Full counter here. It comes to Ellis straight down the pike. He'll swing and miss, and that'll be a strikeout.
Now Floto will come up with those 2 hits.
Not doing too bad today, is he?
No.
Not bad for a cat that has to go shoot 3-pointers up at the Carver Arena.
He's a shooter. Trevor.
See if he can punch one here to bring one home. He'll allow that to clear in the dust. It'll be 1-0.
Nice for Mount Vernon to get that 11th run. That'll put them by 10. Extra chances to shut the game down here.
As this one will catch the inside corner of the right-handed float, even it up at 1-1. I was more amazed that we had one go 7 innings. Of course, the Salem game last year did as well. Don't get me wrong, but you get used to that run, a 10-run, 5-inning game, year after year. 1-1's coming, and he will rip that to the shortstop, takes a wild hop, and will score a run. Off the back of his foot, the throw. Nice scoop by Opp. As Queen makes a great throw off the back foot there, picks it up off the hop, and he's able to retire Florida, but that'll get the run in.
Well, the ground ball hits the lip of the grass in the dirt where it touches, and it bounced that ball near, and Queen, self-defense, made the play, threw it over, and then Opp with a great dig at first base, showing he can do multiple things, and Mount Vernon has that 11th run we've been waiting on.
That'll bring up Matt Williams. 11-1 Rams here in the bottom half of the fourth inning with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Rams baseball, as always, is presented by your friends at Banserra Bank. Don't strike out. Take control of those healthcare expenses with a tax-advanced health savings account. Banserra Bank, banking with local style, as Williams will swing and miss. It's 1-1.
Had a good start to his season so far, both in the field and at the plate. As have a lot of these Rams here.
Well, it's one of those things, Denny. We knew the season could start off somewhat volatile, but it's very impressive thus far.
It's been volatile for the other teams.
Because you've had a lot of kids come up from JV, not a lot of varsity experience, even though you do retain a nice core, as it's 1-2 now to Williams.
No matter what Cat's facing, the Rams have been able to beat them both pretty easily.
There you go. We got Eagles tomorrow. You certainly don't want to be turkeys going up there to Eagle Land. You want to soar high, and that's going to be a blooper in the center. Shoot gives it a dive, and he'll come up with it. Great dive by Brian Shoot out there in center, and that'll end the fourth inning. 11-1, Rams on top. We'll send it to the top of the fifth. This is Rams baseball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital. This is your home for Rams Radio, WMIX.
And we welcome you back into the friendly confines of Brennan Klein Memorial Field as we head to the top of the fifth inning. It's do or die for Pinckneyville as they trail 11-1 here. They'll start with Luke Miller. According to the roster, if it remains the same, or excuse me, the lineup, it'll be Don and Harden to follow, otherwise known as 8-9-1. Fulkerson's still out on the bump. Here comes the first pitch of the inning. Just misses the inside corner. 1-0.
If you're the Panthers, you can't get down about this with a Class 3A team beating you today. If you're about Vernon, you can't get too high. You got to be happy going 2-0, but and keep in perspective what the season will bring.
1-0's coming. This is low and away. 2-0. If you're hungry for pork chops, and more likely you are, more often than not, it is the other white meat after all. You have pork chop lunch fundraiser for the Mount Vernon Rams baseball boosters Friday from 11-1. More on that after this third pitch strike to Luke Miller. It's 2-1. Of course, it'll be the First United Methodist Church parking lot. I assume 11-1. Just $7. Get you the biggest pork chop you ever seen in your life, and a ball 3 on the outside corner, and a drink and a chip.
It's those big pieces of meat like that you get on a sandwich you can chew on and savor it. Good stuff.
3-1 coming. Ooh, just catches. Full count here to Luke Miller as he gets it started. Nobody on, nobody out for the leadoff batter, obviously, in the top half of the fifth. Pinckneyville down 11-1. Next one's on the way, and that's stopped right back to us. Now, I know what people are thinking. They also make a great breakfast the next morning. So if you might be practicing something with Lent, you can still go ahead and get that on Friday and save it for breakfast on Saturday.
Fish bacon.
Juice coming. This it just passed. You didn't have nothing to say, did you? No. There's not much I could do there. Is that was a great put out there by Matt Williams on the 4-3. Just past the glove, but Fulkerson could have been distraction at second base if Williams followed it all the way.
That's one of those. If you're a pitcher and you can't get to it, and you're not 110% sure you can't get one back at the middle, let it go. Because you don't want to take one off the hand, leg, or whatever and get hurt. Let your middle infielders take care of it.
Very impressed with Matt Williams here on the year. Very impressed with Fulkerson, but I was impressed last year, so it carries over. First pitch strike down the middle of the dawn.
Fulkerson's language for nasty. He is solid. Comes in with his A game here today.
He's a regular night out there on the hill. 0-1's coming. Foul tip. Ooh, might have been off the hand of Colin Young. He's a tough kid.
He can handle it. Catchers deal with that at every level, every day. Tip, a hit, a click.
That kid plays so much baseball.
And again, a great umpire veteran move by John Downey. He's going to talk.
JD's good people.
Yeah. Home plate umpires will take care of catchers and vice versa when they get clipped or hit. So
0-2 to the right-hander Don with Fulkerson. Looking for another strikeout today. I believe he's looking for a 6. Check swing. That'll get through the catcher and get to the backstop.
5-hole.
1-2. You bet it was.
Pinckneyville, I believe, has Oakville on Friday.
Nice.
I believe I saw the schedule correctly today as I was researching.
1-2, swung through. That'll be strikeout number 6. No, 7. Nice. Not a bad effort. Because you get this third out, we're over. Of course, Rams baseball, presented by Banterra Bank. Don't strike out. Take control of your health care expenses with a tax-advanced self-savings account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. First pitch swung on a miss by Harden.
I was reading on Twitter that somebody's questioning no public schools from Louisville in the state tournament. Well, too many private schools got through, I guess. Another topic for another day.
Always another topic for another day when you're discussing that. 0-1 coming, swung through.
One pitch away.
I think we know who are the possibilities of our Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Game. Where great traditions are given there, earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, proud sponsors of the Rams. A great tradition. 0-2 with 2 outs here, top of the fifth. Pinckneyville down to their final strike, and that is going to be sent to Jones. He'll pick it up, fires over to first in time, and that's a winner for the Mount Vernon Rams. They'll win in 5. 11-1 is your final. The Bean Insurance postgame show is next. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, moms and dads, don't stay up at night trying to figure out how to pay for your kids' education. There's no need to worry. I send my kids to Rend Lake College. RLC offers the same high-quality education as a 4-year school at a fraction of the cost. Plus, they get to stay close to home. Tuition, room, and board are like $19 grand every year at the 4 years, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. At RLC, tuition, books, and supplies are only approximately $4 grand. That's Math 101. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, they have the exact courses your kids need to be well on their way to a great career. Give your college-bound child the quality education they deserve without breaking the bank. Rend Lake College is the right choice. Whether your student plans to transfer to a university or train for direct entry into the workforce, call RLC at 437-5321 to speak to a counselor. I actually logged on to rlc.edu. That's rlc.edu.
Your heart health is too important to ignore, and St. Mary's Good Samaritan wants to help educate you about your heart risk factors before it's too late. So mark your calendar and tell your friends about the upcoming St. Mary's Good Samaritan Heart Expo and Health Fair on Saturday, March 24th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Holiday Inn in Mount Vernon. You'll have a chance to have a heart risk profile blood test completed for just $30, as well as a number of free health screenings, a chance to learn your diabetes risk, find out more about the link between sleep problems and heart disease, and much more. To reduce wait times for blood testing, you are encouraged to pre-register now by calling 1-888-257-6098. That's 1-888-257-6098. For most accurate results, be sure to fast for 8 hours prior to blood testing. Do it for your health. Attend the St. Mary's Good Samaritan Heart Expo and Health Fair on Saturday, March 24th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Hi, Roy Schmidt at King City Chrysler. When you think of the all-new Chrysler 200, the line imported from Detroit immediately comes to your mind. When it comes to character, comfort, and fuel efficiency, its capabilities extend well beyond its mid-size shadow. This is not a style as a concept. This is design as a practice. This is the new Chrysler 200. This is a car that projects beauty beyond a footprint. Because when you build the new Chrysler 200, you have promises to keep. The all-new Chrysler 200 sedan is really an amazing automobile. Come into King City Chrysler today and receive huge cash discounts on 10 remaining 200s in stock, or receive 0% for 72 months. We may be able to lower your existing payment and you drive a new car. At King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where you can count on us.
If I could see into the future, you know what I'd want to know? I'd want to know how the whole thing is going to turn out. Did I make the right decisions for my business? Helping my daughter memorize all 50 states in alphabetical order. Did it really matter?
Understanding that the future is about planning, not worrying, is why Erie Insurance is above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Bean Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 242-6017.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball on WMIX. The Bean Insurance postgame show starts now.
And we welcome you back to Brennan Klein Memorial Field. The Mount Vernon Rams now 2-0 on the year as they handle the Pinckneyville Panthers 11-1 here at Brennan Klein Field. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski, of course, for your Bean Insurance postgame show. Bean Insurance is an independent agency that can do the insurance shopping for you. Bean Insurance has multiple top insurance companies from which to choose for great rates for your family. Give Bean Insurance a call, 244-BEAN. That number again is 244-BEAN. Danny, great effort here by the Rams today. Very gutsy performance, scoring 7 runs in the bottom of the second, 3 runs in the bottom of the third, just needed 1 in the fourth. And then Brock Fulkerson lights out on the hill.
I thought it was big for Mount Vernon to come out here. They get up the first inning run, the Pinckneyville go down 1-0, shut them out in the second, and then Mount Vernon got those 7 runs in the second inning, go up 7-1, never looked back, got to 11, got their 11th run in the bottom of the fourth. And with that said, Mount Vernon was able to hold them out. Fulkerson was just nasty on the mound today.
Well, I think
made it a lot easier for Mount Vernon to win.
Well, clearly that was key, because what you had with Fulkerson is you had to give up that one early run and then unfazed, able to contain the rest of the way and route to 7 strikeouts. And you have some of the Heartland County postgame stats.
I do. The Rams, first off, Pinckneyville, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors. The Panthers left 3 men on base. They didn't have a base runner after the second inning. Mount Vernon had 11 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. The Rams stranded only 3 people on base. The winning pitcher going the distance, Brock Fulkerson, 7 strikeouts and 1 walk. Losing pitcher C.J. Ott. The Rams go to 2-0 on the season, and while Pinckneyville drops to 0-1.
There you have it. Those are your stats. Certified by Heartland County. Get started right and let Heartland County help make your business a success. Heartland County, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. That will do it as far as that segment of the Bean Insurance postgame show is concerned. 11-1 is your final. The Rams improved to 2-0 here today. Pinckneyville falls to 0-1. When we come back here on the Bean Insurance postgame show, we will have your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Well, it happens every spring. You need a great quality vehicle, and that's where Second Chance Auto comes in. Family owned for the past 32 years, Second Chance Auto has been the cure for spring new car fever. No one has a better selection of vehicles priced under $10,000. Almost all their vehicles come with a generous 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. There are no dock fees, no shipping fees, and no processing fees like those new car dealerships. Just low prices. Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 242-4582. Second Chance Auto.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
More baseball action ahead on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
And we welcome you back to the Bean Insurance postgame show. Rams make pretty quick work of the Pinckneyville Panthers today, 11-1. Win goes to, of course, Brock Fulkerson, the sophomore. C.J. Ott takes a tough luck loss here this afternoon for Pinckneyville. Rams are 2-0 on the year with their 11-1 victory, but we need to decide a Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game, and we're not going to have to work too hard.
Oh, no. It has to be Brock Fulkerson's complete game performance. Very nicely done, and credit him for coming out with a wind blown out today, left center field, strikes. Early and often working ahead. Gave up that 1 run the first, nothing after that.
And there's no doubt about that. Just kind of got scathed there early and then unscathed the rest of the way, and Brock Fulkerson with 7 Ks in the win is your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. Great traditions aren't given. They're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in at Community First Bank of the Heartland. Proud sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. A great tradition. Don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at 94sports or like us on Facebook. You don't have to like us. You can just go there, facebook.com/WMIX Sports, where you'll find daily content and more. That is our Facebook page.
I just posted something on our Facebook. I've already tweeted stuff. Anybody wants to talk about it or visit with us and during all those social media things, we'd love to hear from you.
Just a reminder, don't forget on Friday, you can support the Mount Vernon Rams Baseball Boosters Pork Chop Lunch fundraiser. That's from 11 to 1, Friday the 16th at First United Methodist Church. Is $7, pretty nominal lunch fee, if you don't mind me saying that, with a sandwich, chips, and a drink. That is all Friday at the First United Methodist Church. So be sure to support the Rams Baseball Boosters on Friday. $7 pork chop lunch, not too shabby. Big, thick pork chop, the other white meat. Certainly won't want to miss that. You won't want to miss us tomorrow. Weather permitting, of course, will be at Civic Memorial High School in Desalto, where the Mount Vernon Rams will take on the Eagles. That's tomorrow, 4:15 pregame, 4:30 first pitch, right here on AM 940 and online at MyWithersRadio.com. Until then, for Danny Czerwinski, for Avery Barton, back to the studio, and everyone at Withers Broadcasting, and of course our sponsors, thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball here on WMIX. 11-1 is the final over Pinckneyville. Your winner, of course, is Brock Fulkerson with 7 strikeouts. Taking the loss today for Pinckneyville, of course, C.J. Ott, as the Panthers fall to 0-1. That's going to do it for us. I'm Chris Hugo. So long.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. Rams Baseball has been presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Rend Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, All Stars and Stitches, Bean Insurance, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. Your home for news, talk, sports, and America's best music. WMIX.